Hey y'all, Bridget Bartlett here. So today is a little bit different from our normal training. Today, what I wanted to do is actually share with you how I was able to win two Teslas. So this, if you guys are following me on my personal Facebook profile, you have probably heard me talk all about this the last few months. But in the last 4 months, I've actually won two Teslas. It's totally true. I want to explain to you how I won that. Hopefully, my goal with telling you this, because I honestly I don't talk a lot about myself, but I think it's important to know, you know, the journey, right? A lot of times, like as entrepreneurs, we're on YouTube and we're creating all of these videos, and people find our videos and they think, "Oh, that's so great! I want to have that, or I want to, live that life." But what you're not seeing is the journey that it took to get there, right? If you look at my YouTube channel, I have probably over 1,000, not probably, I know that I do have over 1,000 videos on YouTube. And that's because I have actually been going live. Um, 5 days a week for the last, like, 4 or 5 years, okay? So, um, it takes a lot, I was actually going live when no one was ever watching my videos, and let me tell you, that's really hard to show up every single day when no one is watching. But now I have the beauty of the retrospective, I it's so cool for you guys, and I really encourage you sometimes, go back to, like, my other videos that I did, 4 years ago, and see the difference. It's not just the quality of the video and my mic and my camera that's different. I'm just much more comfortable on camera than I used to be. And so it's really funny when people say, "But Bridget, it's easy for you. You're such a natural." And it's not that at all. Oh my gosh, I was so awkward and weird. I'm still a little weird. But I really wanted to share with you this journey, and I also wanted to share with you this accomplishment because it's really cool. Just to give you guys a little backstory, and I promise I did shoot some video. Typically I'm like in my office here and I'm doing training and all of that, but I actually shot some video on my way to get to the Tesla. And then I went outside and I showed you, kind of what it looks like. And I have another Tesla, okay, that I just won like 4 months ago when I was in Dallas. And so I'm going to tell you that story and how, I ended up winning it and all of that. But I'm going to go ahead and share this video with you. And then I'm going to come back and then we're going to talk about all of those things. But I do think it's important before I share the video to kind of give you, if this is your first time ever watching our training, and I do see all of your comments in the chat. Hello, Manolo and Ray and Frankie and processing. I just see Facebook. I don't see the user. Says that's awesome. Congratulations. Charles says congratulations. Thank you. AI powered passive income says that's amazing. 5 days a week. It takes a lot of effort to do this. Yes, it really does. But consistency is what's important, right? I just heard James Hurst. He is one of the high level, he's high up in the high level community. Lots of people, if you're in high level, James. He just created this video about the top 50 people in high level, and I was one of them, which is such an honor. That's really cool. But the thing that he said about me is, that I'm consistent, and that's really what we want, right? It's like whether you're an affiliate or you have clients, you want to show up for them consistently. That's why it's kind of weird for me to do this training today because I don't often talk about myself. I want to give you guys the value. You don't tune into my videos to like always hear about me, but it is so cool to see that if you stay consistent and you bring the value to your audience, people will tune in because you're giving them something that they need, right? So that's why creating a community, whether you have your white label agency or you're an affiliate, creating a community of people who are interested in the value that you have to share is what's going to be really successful for you in business. You could be a plumber, affiliate marketer, agency owner, whatever you want to do. So, before I get into this video, just to recap kind of my history, if you're unfamiliar with me, in 2016, I actually started a lawn care business. My husband, I promise I'm going to make this fast. My husband was a truck driver. He was actually in an accident And, in when something like that happens, you start kind of reevaluating your life. Like, where do I want to be? What do I want to be doing? Is this really for me? And, I asked him the question I still to this day ask everyone. And when I'm doing like private consultations, and that is in 5 years, if the alarm clock went off, and, what we usually do is we think of what is the first thing that I think of? It's what I have to do that day, right? Well, what would make you so excited? Because I know if you're like going on vacation and the alarm clock goes off, it could be 4 in the morning. But when that alarm clock goes off, your eyes fly open and you're going to be thinking, I'm so excited. I'm going on vacation today. What is it that is going to make you super excited to just jump up and get going, right? Well, the answer to that question is what you need to start, reaching for. That's the goal when you're in business, okay? So if you can figure out a way, first of all, figure out what that is that would make you super excited, and then figure out a way to create that life for yourself, right? You want to kind of figure out a way to do whatever it is you're passionate about and then monetize that. And affiliate marketing is great with that. So, anyway, we started that, but of course, we invested like $20,000 into this business. We had to buy a trailer and all the equipment and a truck and all this stuff, and we needed customers, and so we passed out flyers, putting them on mailboxes. We did all of this stuff. We got, a few customers doing that, but not many, and we were only charging like $20 because we had no customers and no testimonials. We had no website. So we did that, and it was like once we got the first customer, it started making me think, okay, well, how can we get other customers? How's this going to work, right? So we needed a website. So I set out to create a website, and I thought WordPress was the only option. And so I I spent 4 months binge watching YouTube videos and created the world's ugliest website. But it worked for us a little bit. I mean, I was able to create a form, and people were able to submit that form, and then I could capture their info to give the quote. So that made me start thinking, okay, I got this part automated. Like, what else can I do to automate this? Because I'm still working full time. So this is where really, because I'm working full time, because I'm trying to get our money back for all this investment, right? I was definitely motivated to do that. So that's when, we started posting in the groups, and, just basically doing everything organic that we could, because we all know running paid ads are a beast, right? So we started doing that. We started getting more customers. We started building up our client database. We started, being able to invest in different things, different tools, and all of that. Well, as I'm running this business, and everything is going really well, like surprisingly, I just have this knack for this thing, and I just love it, right? And plus, it's a super challenge because I need our money back. Right? So anyway, we're doing all of this. Meanwhile, I worked with a pharmacist, and he was starting his own pharmacy, and he kept asking me, well, how do you get, Google reviews? How do you create a listing on Google My Business, and how do you do this and that, whatever. And then he's like, can I just pay you to help me? I was super insecure. I didn't really want to do that because I just thought, oh man, what if I don't do a good job? I would feel horrible. And so I just said, okay, let's just try it for 2 weeks. He was averaging about 2 new customers a week, and I, within 2 weeks, brought him 14 new customers. So needless to say, he was definitely happy with that. And so he was my first client. He started referring me to his other local business friends within his community. And I was very quickly quitting my job in pharmacy that I had had for 20 years. And I was full time agency work. So I was doing the agency work, and I was like everyone else, where I was chasing the next job. You build a website, and that's great for the next month, but now you're busy all month working on this one website, and next month you have bills too, but you have no customer because now the website's done. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is McCall says, so you are human. Yes, I totally am. And this is why I'm so compassionate with you guys, because I know the struggle. And so it was this constant like chasing the next customer. Well, in 20, I was actually in 2019, I have my little timeline here just to so I got it straight. So in 2019, my mom actually passed away. Okay, so she was in the hospital for about a week. So of course we were consumed with that, and then the next week after that, we were planning her funeral and all of that. And of course, yeah, I'm sure you guys can understand. I was devastated. I did not care about working on all of these things. I just was like, anytime someone would say something to me, I'd say, I don't care. Do you know my mom died? Like it was a traumatic thing. But I started thinking as that was happening, I've gone 2 weeks now without, once I came out of my cloud of like mourning, I was thinking, okay, for 2 weeks, I have not gotten customers. I've not really made any money except for this money that's trickling in from like affiliate marketing. And I just thought, okay, that's super cool. Like I could, if something happened, I could take 2 weeks off with affiliate marketing and I could still be earning an income. And so that really got my gears thinking about this affiliate marketing and how like I love that, right? So I started really I was using a website builder, Builderall. I'm sure some of you, if you've followed me for a while, you know about Builderall. So I was using that for our lawn care business because it was way easier than WordPress. And so I started kind of doing tutorial videos just like I'm doing now, where I am showing people how to build their business just like I had done using Builderall. So they actually hired me in 2019 to be the local business marketing training and support specialist. And I did everything that I'm doing now. I was live 5 days a week. I had my Facebook group. I was teaching business owners. I was doing coaching and all of that. Well, I started in 2021. I started having my business was growing and I started having issues with the software and all of that. And I was kind of at a crossroads. I need to make a decision because this is not working for me and I'm an affiliate. So I felt like it was like an integrity issue. I was pretty, known in Builderall. And so I felt really conflicted about that. But at the end of the day, I'm going to do what I feel is right. And so I left a Builderall and I came to HighLevel. And honestly, I could say with my whole heart, I never looked back. HighLevel, not only was it just a super great tool for my own business to help me like manage things like with the CRM and I love the omni-channel, conversations and all of that. But because my audience was local business agency owners or local business owners, everyone kind of just flocked to HighLevel with me as soon as I said I was making the switch. So, fast forward to today, okay? I now am, I have won these 2 cars and I have spoken on stage at HighLevel. I won an Affiliateer Award with HighLevel. I have helped hundreds of HighLevel agency owners to find success. I have created my own program. I've done all of these things. I'm earning well into because nobody talks about money, right? I'm earning well into 5 figures a month in affiliate commissions. And, it's just kind of it's been a life-changing experience for me, okay? Before just even a few months ago, because I'm a cash person, I promise I'm getting to these videos. But I just a few months ago, I was driving a 2014 Toyota Corolla, okay? Like, I am not a wealthy person, all right? My husband and I are just very, like, purpose-driven, like, the lawn care and, like, my business and working in pharmacy, we just felt like this is providing us the life that we want, and we were totally content with that. These are things that I never in my wildest dreams thought could be possible. And so I hope that by me sharing this story and, this whole journey, that I hope that you guys are inspired by all of that too. Like the impossible is possible, but you have to be consistent and you have to like that vision in your head. You have to do the work to make it a reality. Okay. So I'm going to come back. We're going to talk about all of this while I'm playing this video. It's only 3 minutes, okay? But you can see me picking up the car and all that. Definitely feel free to leave your comments in the chat or questions or whatever. And then I'll get back with you and then we'll talk about how you can actually win your own car. Okay. So I'm not that special. There's other HighLevel affiliates who have won a car as well. So I'm going to share with you how you can do all of that. Okay. So So let me get this little video here and let's rock and roll. Hey y'all, Bridget Bartlett here. I am so super excited. I am on my way to get my brand new Tesla. I'm going to share this with you. I just wanted to let you know that it is coming. I am so excited. This has been such a long journey for years and years. I have seen other people get their cars and go pick them up, and I just always imagined what that would be like to be able to do that. And now I'm getting ready to get my own. You can see my dog, my little dog stuff in the back there, but we are going. I'm excited to share it with you. See you soon. Bridget Bartlett here. I just want to say thank you so much to HighLevel because I just got my new 2024 Tesla long range. She is beautiful, and I just want to show you all of the cool features about this car. First of all, as you get closer, you'll see when I walk up to the door, it actually unlocks for me and the mirrors come out. How cool is that? So if you come inside here, you can see that we have this beautiful interior here. We have our computer screen, and if you're a tech geek like I am, you definitely appreciate the tech that goes into this. You can see, I just wanted to show you how awesome this car is. You guys, before I started driving a Tesla, before I started working with HighLevel, I was driving a 2024 Toyota Corolla, and it was paid off, and I was very grateful. But to be able to drive this is so super cool. I do want to show you too, if you're looking at the back here, look how big the trunk is. Oh my gosh. So cool. So I do want to say thank you so much for the new car, HighLevel. I'm super excited, and I can't wait to see everyone else's. Welcome to the affiliate program with HighLevel. So I just want to show you my 2023 Model 3. You can see it's blue. It is absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to go walk up here, and I'm going to open it up, show you the inside here. So you can see we have the interior here. You have your computer screen. Super cool. You'll notice the difference here. It's lower to the ground, unlike the Model Y. It's more like an SUV. This is actually more like a sports car, so if you're like my husband, you definitely appreciate that. But you can see here in the back, there's a decent amount of trunk size. But if you want to see over here in the Model Y, you can see a lot more trunk size there. So depending on if you're a sporty person or you are an SUV type person, the Model Y or the Model 3 is going to be a great choice for you. Gotta love those Teslas. That is so crazy. Just watching my own video, I'm like, is that real life? I swear, you guys, for so long, and I know that a lot of you watching are like me, right? Because I was like, is this real life? Like, I'm watching other people for years in affiliate marketing. I'm watching them, and they're winning cars, and they're making their videos, and I'm making this a video that we just watched together, and I'm like, is this real life? How does this even happen? When I say, like, I won 2 Teslas and it's like in the span of 4 months, oh my gosh, that is so weird. And let me tell you how I won the other one. Okay, so if you guys have not been following me on Facebook, I went to thank you, McCall says this is so awesome, congrats, thank you. So I was telling you about HighLevel, right? So I came to HighLevel, I'm like creating this program, and I'm teaching and I'm coaching and doing all of these things, right? So obviously my affiliate commissions start, increasing, and then HighLevel asked me to speak on stage, and I'm like, I don't even normally go to these events. You guys, I'm so awkward. I'm not like, I'm not someone who speaks on stage. Okay. I'm kind of antisocial in reality, but, so anyway, I go and I'm like, "Okay, I'm just gonna speak on stage because if there's one thing you know about me is if I'm afraid, that means I have to push through and do it, right? So don't ever say no to things because you're afraid." Um, so I decide I'm gonna go speak on stage. So I go do all of that, and you guys, this trip was like not easy. Okay. I left on Sunday. My flight was delayed about 8 hours. It was eventually canceled. I missed out, like I lost, a night's worth in the hotel. I had to go back home and then come back to the airport. When I got to the hotel, some things were stolen out of my luggage. Before I was leaving the hotel, um, my suitcase broke, the zipper. So I'm trying to like get my award and I'm like running back to my hotel room and I'm like ordering from DoorDash them to go to like Walmart to get me a new suitcase. Like it was so crazy. And I was just telling one of my partners, I was telling him, "Oh, I feel like I'm just not going to let Satan ruin this trip for me." Okay. So it's been lots of things, but I trust that God is going to turn it into my good. So I just told him that. I was telling them, goodbye and everything. And then I go to the airport and I'm at the airport. And well, while I was at the event, okay, Matt Decino from HL Pro Tools, they were doing a raffle where they were giving away a free Tesla. And I never win these things. And I wasn't going to sign up for it, but I was coming up the steps and someone said, "Hey, sign up for this. You could win a free Tesla." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay." So I'm just walking around, I'm inputting my info in, and I just never thought anything about it again. Well, I'm at the airport and I get I'm waiting for my flight and I'm looking at my phone and I get this, someone tagged me in a post. So I look at it and it's Matt and they're doing the drawing and they're like, "Okay, who's the winner? Bridget Bartlett." You guys go to the High Level Facebook group and you can see the video, like search for Matt Decino, you can find it. But they were like, "Bridget Bartlett." And I'm like, I'm in the airport and I'm looking around and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, they just said my name. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh." Like, what would you guys do if you were in the airport? I'm like, I have tears streaming down my face, and I'm like, "This has been a horrible trip." Aside from, like, speaking on stage and the whole experience, and everyone from High Level was super awesome, and it was so great to meet everyone, but all of those other things were so challenging, and then I just was like, "Thank you, Jesus," because I honestly, of all those things, I just felt like that's God saying, "You still had faith, and you still gave me the credit. You knew I was working this for your good." And so I feel like that was my reward. So when I got back, I got to, order the Tesla and all of that, and I knew that I was, like, gonna qualify soon for one for High Level, so I made sure to let my husband get the colors and all of that stuff that he wanted. So when I got this one from High Level, I was super, super excited because this is the one that I worked to get. This is the one that I envisioned myself getting. When I always say, like, "Make your vision a reality," that's what I want to help you do. That's why I named my business Vision, because we all have that vision. We all like see what we want our lives to be like. And I personally believe that God gives us that vision because that's the thing that He wants us to do. That's what He wants us to strive for in our lives. And if we are taking that vision and we take our passion for things and we take our gifts and we use the passions to develop our gifts and we go for that vision, that's how you're going to find your purpose in life. You guys, I've never, I think McCall asked me in a Q&A a couple weeks ago, what do I ever plan on like not doing this anymore? Or, what does the future look like? And honestly, I just love this. I feel so blessed every single day that I get to wake up and do this for a living. I look around at my house and I'm like seeing things changing because we're upgrading things, and I just just think like so much of my life has been like, on the struggle bus, where it's like, we're going to go on one vacation a year because we just can't afford it, and then sometimes we might have to put that vacation on a credit card. So now to be living this life where I'm making like 5 times what I was making in pharmacy. My husband's retired at 50. He traded his work truck in for his new Tesla. It's like, it's so crazy to me, but to sum all of this up, all I can say is God is so, so good. So if you ever take anything away from my videos, I hope that you definitely take that away. Okay. So I do see, let's see, Donna said, thank you so much for sharing your story. It validated a lot of things for me. I am so, so glad. Maria says, that's true. Someone is on Facebook. Yes. Amen. Bridget Bartlett. What a good testimony. Uh, you know, I can't, I respect everyone and all of their beliefs, but when people ask me, how did you get here and how did you do all of these things? It's like, yes, I did the work, right? But when I was at work, when I was at the pharmacy and I was crying every day before I would go in, I felt in my spirit God was calling me to something different. And he was allowing me to be miserable until I made the move because I needed to move. If I did not, I would not be here. And so all the people who tell me, your videos have helped me so much, none of you would have been helped because I would still be in pharmacy and I would still be crying before work and feeling like, is this really all there is? Am I just going to do this for the next 30 years of my life until I retire? I'm so, so glad that I didn't. And I will say the whole journey, even times when I was like, I don't know how I'm going to pay my mortgage. When I walked out of pharmacy and my very last day and I quit there and a few days later, I lost the big client that I was counting on, which is why I quit. All of these things, I look back on this whole journey and I just see like God just providing for me like every step of the way. I was never late on a bill. I was never, it's just so crazy to me, all of these little things. And maybe sometimes I didn't know and it gets scary, right? Sometimes I didn't know how I was going to pay my mortgage in 2 months. I haven't had a client. So what am I going to do? How am I going to pay my mortgage in 2 months? It's the winter time. Like lawn care season is not, you know, it's seasonal here in Indiana. All of these things are terrifying when you're starting your own business, but man, if God is leading you, he's not going to abandon you. He's going to provide all the way, just like he did for me. I'm not special. Jesus loves us all the same. So thank you all so, so much for joining me. And we are, of course, going to have open office hours after this. I know it's a little different of a training today, but hopefully you got something out of this. Thank you all so, so much for joining me as always. And I really thank you all so much for supporting me as well, because I would not be able to do all of this if I didn't have the support from you guys. And so while it seems cliche when YouTube people say, oh, I have the best community and thank you so much for your support. It really does mean a lot because most of us who have YouTube channels, we're creating videos when no one was watching. And so now when you guys watch and you show up every day and you show me support and, sometimes you guys are more supportive than my own family and friends. So I really appreciate all of that. Thank you all so, so much for joining me. And I will see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Go make your vision a reality. Bye. Thank you so much for joining us for today's training. If you have any questions, you can join us for open office hours starting right now at bridgetbartlett.com. It's free and open to everyone, so I'll see you there.